Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's Cloudy Bell. How are you all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So let's talk about toilet hygiene. Toilet hygiene is highly important in the prevention of the spread of infection. I just want to channel this to sexually transmitted diseases, mainly for men, because most of the times women are often blamed when it comes to STI, which is sexually transmitted infections. And even though not all bacteria or viruses or STIs can be transmitted through that route or from the toilet seat, but let me just explain to you how and why it's so important. Not just for that, but it's also important to keep a toilet hygiene. All right, so mainly some STIs like gonorrhea, HPVs, straps, they can all be transmitted via the toilet seat and through improper toilet hygiene. All right, so on top of the toilet seat, you can get infection from any place, any surfaces. But why it's so important is that this have affected many women all over the world in general, both emotionally and in their relationship as well, because they are being blamed most of the times, maybe out of or lack of knowledge by their male partners, not knowing that they are the source of their infection. And being the source does not naturally mean, because most of the time people look at it as the man is cheating or the woman is cheating. You can so that's why I want to touch base on this aspect as well. So you don't necessarily have to get infection from another person or because you are well, you can get infection because you're cheating, but my main point is certain times when this situation occurs, you find out that the partner who passed on the infection did not get it from any other person to transfer it to the woman or the woman to the man. So it turns out to be like a poor hygiene issue. So that's why it's so important to actually keep a good toilet hygiene. All right, so let's talk about how that can be transmitted sexually. All right, so let's, for instance, let me take you to the bathroom anyways first. All right, before I take you to the toilet to actually show you what exactly I am talking about, or how you can get that infection from a toilet seat or around the toilet, the edges, or even inside the toilet itself. I know some people will be like, well, I can use my home toilet, it's much better. But think about it. When you are out there, maybe at work or you're going somewhere, and then you have a pressing need to use the bathroom, usually to poop, because men, most of the public toilets for men, for peeing, they can actually just stand up. But if you happen to wanna poop, wanna move a bowel movement, are you not gonna be sitting? Of course you're gonna sit. Even if you decide to squirt, and what happens when you sit down as a man? You have a long thing with the two balls hanging, your testicles. When you sit on the toilet seat, are they hanging outside the toilet? No, I believe they are all in there, touching the edge of the toilet, and God knows if that's not clean or something. Some people, they have pressing need, they do not even have the time to check around the edges of the toilet to see if it's clean or not. Or you can actually use it, even if you use something to spread on the toilet seat to sit down. Where is the ball? I mean, where are the balls? Are they not hanging and touching the edge? So, and after that, after when you're done, using the toilet, and you clean up your bottom, your anus, what about the balls? Do you clean, even if you rub it with the tissue and without washing it with soap and water, because the bacteria is live, it's already clean, it already clings to the balls and to the your penis, and it's traveling um God knows where. And then the next thing, if you happen to have sexual intercourse, boom, you are given and passing infection. So in order to prevent all of that, you want to make sure that the edge of the toilet itself, where those balls and your penis are going to be touching, that they are actually clean. or you put some type of prevention or paper in there, you know. All right, so that's it for men. And for women generally, or for everybody generally, when you sit on the toilet, and depending on the type of some poop can actually be too heavy that when it drops in the water splashes back into your, onto your skin. That's another way that women or any other person can actually get infection from the toilet. So what happens is, I'm gonna show you anyways. As a man, or as whoever you are, a man, woman, you come to the bathroom to use the bathroom, and once you raise that first cover, take a look on the seat of the toilet. Is it clean? Use a tissue. Wipe the edge, or all you can do is just simply raise this cover. Take a look over here, because depending on how you're sitting on the toilet, your balls and your penis might be touching the edge of the toilet. Make sure that this area, the whole toilet, actually it's clean. But some men, when they use public toilet, they do not even have the time to even check to see if it's clean or not. So this is where check this edges, unless your balls and your stuff are not gonna be touching there. But even at that, you have to be sitting in a clean toilet. And also take a look at the edge of the cover. Take a look at the edge of the cover of the seat of the toilet. Is it clean? Find a tissue, or some public area they have like a toilet seat covers and all that. But for the man, I want you to make sure that you are covering that edge. You can either use a tissue to just keep like this, to prevent your balls from touching directly on the toilet seat. And for the water inside, you can just take a sheet of tissue and just drop it in there. So this helps to prevent the flashback of poop or water, toilet water when you are pooping, depending on the type of bowel that you're having. Some people, it's kind of, maybe you're having a very formed bowel, and once it drops, it flushes back water onto your skin. And if there happens to be a bacteria in there, that's how you get it. And you're passing it on if you're not cleaning well. Even if you clean well and it's already clean, make sure that you are taking other precautions not to get toilet water flash back on your bottom or your skin or something. And before sexual intercourse, please wash yourself, take a bath, take a shower, wash yourself, wash your stuff, your private area with soap and water. So we're talking about toilet hygiene. But what happened, this can go so many ways. The clothing that you put on. So after using the toilet, let's say you are on a public area or even at your own home, you go and use that toilet, and then you use tissue and you wipe yourself, and already you've contacted something dirty or some infection from that toilet, and you put back your clothing. What happens? It gets to spread everywhere. And then if you didn't happen to take shower or bath before you have intercourse with your partner, that's how you're passing it on. So keep proper hygienes, prevent the spread of infection, prevent the spread of sexually transmitted diseases, because you get that infection from that toilet, you're gonna go put it in somebody else's private area, and then you're gonna infect them. And from there, if that person doesn't have a strong immune system, that's how it travels. And then you start to blame each other. It's just issue of poor hygiene. All right, so I don't know if you get anything from this, but I just want to explain that it can be easy to get infection from improper or poor hygiene toilet use. All right, if you have any comment, please leave it down below for me. I am Claudia Bell.